Hello and welcome. It's Chris-Ann from Elemental Energies with Chris-Ann. Still, my voice is a little iffy, but we're going to get through this. Oh, there goes my light. We're going to get through it, but my light keeps going out. That light. I think I need a new one. It's only lasted about a year, but anyways. Let's look at what we're going to be making today. This is just a mock-up. So this one isn't decorated or inked or anything like that. But we are going to do a tri-fold, these are pockets, little thing. But I'm using ledger paper. You know, I have this nice ledger paper. It's a halfway decent weight. I have to say. I don't think it's that bad. So this is what I want to use today. I think I got this at Walmart. And I like this sort of decorative edge to be the top. So let me put this one aside. And all I did was I folded up a little bit. Now this is 8.5 by 11 measured, and I am folding approximately 1/3 of it up. And let's grab a bone folder. Not necessary, but what the heck, we got it, let's use it. So let me measure how much I've actually folded up. 2 3/4 is what this measures at. Now I want to take and make this easier. Hold on, I gotta move my body in this chair here. And I gotta move this. My whole setup over here was falling. I was like, what the heck is going on with that? So I had to fix that. Rearranged it. I'm in the process of rearranging a lot of things. But anyways, I digress. I want to make this easier to fold. Let me show you the difference. When you go and fold, you see you get like these funky ways that things just don't fold easily. My way to rectify that is with a bone folder. And I hold it. And I'm lifting this side up as I pull it, because it will give somewhat of a natural curve. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing, but for this side. So I'm going to hold it, pulling this up. You can see there. You can see the natural curve that it gives it. Because now, when I go to fold it, it's so much more, I guess, fluid would be a really good word to use. So there's my trick. Please use it. If you take anything from this video, take that, because it has made my life so much easier since I started doing that. Don't know where I got it. I've been doing it forever. Years and years and years and years. So we're just going to approximately fold this into thirds. Now, this is pockets. So I want to glue this down, but before I glue this down to make this pockets, I want to round the edges. So I'm going to start here. Now this is some of that sort of little slightly thinner paper that this punch doesn't always. Let me get my garbage a little more open here. I like to have a garbage bag hanging right over here. Yeah, see? Need my scissors. I mean, I like the, let me fold it and see if I can sort of do some of these at the same time. This one might need to be done. Yeah, this one's going to have to be done separate. See, it works better with multiple layers. understandably so. And now, this one, this one, I think this is my only one left. Yep. And where's my demo? I'm going to do all that to this one. So I just make the impression when it doesn't cut and go around. You know what? This one I want to take a smidge off. See? It folded. So when I go to glue it, I made a huge chicken dinner the other night. Chicken, stuffing, gravy. Did I do? Oh, sweet potatoes. I did sweet potatoes with that one. Today I am turning it into a soup. I meant to do the soup the other day, and I never did. I made this incredible spaghetti sauce. I know. Come here for the crafts, stay for the recipes. So let me tell you about my spaghetti sauce. I have seen a lot of people doing this recipe, and I thought, yeah. Whatever. So I have this Dutch oven, which is cast iron with a lid. I call it my miracle pan. Whatever I cook in this comes out delicious because it's enamel cast iron. So it's a combination of cast iron, it's a combination of the lid. I'm not using foil, you know, all that. And it actually washes up quite easily. Shockingly enough, I don't have a dishwasher, so everything is hand washed by. I am the dishwasher. I am the dishwasher. So I used my miracle pan, and it's not like a really deep cast iron. It's sort of like that much. It's a shallow cast iron, and it calls for feta cheese. And my son and I can eat feta if it's like goat or sheep feta cheese. I had to throw my feta away. It had gone bad. Unfortunately, it breaks my heart. I hate throwing food away. But anyways, let me give these a little bit more. So I did have a package of goat cheese, you know, like one of those little logs of softened goat cheese. So I took that, put that in the middle of my pan. Well, first of all, I sprayed my pan down with coconut oil. I use coconut oil for everything. So I sprayed my pan down with coconut oil. Put this little log of goat cheese in the middle of my pan, my miracle pan. Took cherry tomatoes. I hate tomatoes. I really don't eat stuff with tomatoes. Very rarely. I mean, I'll make like a tomato-based something maybe twice a month. Like chicken parmesan or whatever. Because my son loves it. But anyways, so I took these package of beautiful cherry tomatoes. You just wash them and plunk them in. That's it. That's all you do. And then I sprayed them with the coconut oil again because I put a whole bunch of herbs in it. And I wanted the herbs to kind of stick to it. So I did an Italian blend. I did garlic powder, onion powder, all around this. It was a seasoned goat cheese. Put the lid on it. I cook everything high in my toaster oven because that's how things come out better. So it was on 425 for a half an hour in my toaster oven. Opened it up. It smelled incredible. I was like, oh my gosh, this is good. Actually, I want to make notch holes here with these little pockets. And then when you take it out of the oven, I took like a large flattened wooden spoon. And I just went through and I smushed all the tomatoes. It was quite satisfying, let me tell you. It's one of those weird things, you know. So I'm squishing all the tomatoes, like a whack-a-mole kind of game. Squishing the tomatoes. And the goat cheese was liquid. So I was swirling all that together. And I'm like, ooh, this looks delicious. So I did that. And then I cooked a gluten-free pasta. Put that in the pot, my miracle pot. I didn't cook anything else other than, you know, I boiled the pasta. So it was pre-boiled pasta. Added to this pot with the sauce. That's it. That's all I cooked. My sauce cooked a half an hour. That's it. And I made a gluten-free garlic bread. Gluten-free, dairy-free garlic bread to go with it. Holy crap-a-moly. It was amazing. Like, I shocked myself. It was so good. I called my mom. I'm like, I'm going to make you this recipe when you move in. This was so good. Now, I don't add salt to the things I cook because I really like salt. I eat a lot of salt. If I don't get enough salt, I get migraines. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and there's a link between salt. People with EDS need a lot more salt. And believe it or not, I put salt on my salt. And whenever I go to get blood work and they check for my salt levels, it's super low. And I laugh because I'm like, you have no idea how much salt I actually eat. I eat a ton of salt. And my salt levels are always low. Even my son laughs at that one because he's like, yeah, they're ridiculously crazy. I'm like, I know, whatever. So anyways, this pasta, oh, so good. I took the leftovers, put it in a container, and I said to my son, you can bring it to work if you want. That way, you know, you don't have to make a lunch. Because he's working full days. So he needs a lunch. And he brings his little lunch bag. If you've been listening for a while, you know he won this lunch bag at work. So he's been bringing his fancy schmancy lunch bag to work with his lunch. He was buying his lunch there at work. He works at Whole Foods. And I'm like, listen, this is going to get expensive after a while. And he saw that it was. And I always make whatever available for him to make a lunch with. So he's now been making his lunches. He makes these fancy sandwiches and stuff. So whatever. Power to you, kid. This pasta was so good. Like, I'm going to make this again. It will be the only time I actually buy cherry tomatoes to eat them. Like, when I tell you I don't like tomatoes, I don't like tomatoes. If I could eat a white pizza as opposed to a red pizza, I would. I really don't eat pizza that much, actually. I mean, I do like a gluten-free one. I am not missing tomatoes in my life. And tomatoes are a trigger food for mast cell activation syndrome, which I have, and that's what makes my allergies go haywire. So, I avoid tomatoes, citrus. I have a real problem with strawberries anyways, and they're all in the same family. So, not a problem for me to stay away from all of it. I am happy to. This pasta, whoa, that was good. That was good. And then my son and I were sort of brainstorming what else I can add to it next time. to zing it up even more, and this is what we came up with. We came up with black olives, possibly artichoke hearts, and his suggestion was capers. And I'm like, oh, those are really good ideas. I'm a mushroom person. He is not. So I tend to not, oh, I forgot the nachos. I tend to not add a lot of mushrooms to that type of stuff. Even though I totally would. I didn't think like it needed onions, like sauteed onions. And I'm not big on like onions and peppers in that type of sauce, but you certainly could. I'm a black olive person. So, ooh. Oh, and I added, so it had goat cheese in it. And then I added shredded Daiya cheese, which is a vegan cheese, shredded cheese. And then I had a hard block. The Whole Foods near us will sell like the little end pieces of cheeses at their cheese counter, like the fancy cheese counter. Like you can get like little sample blocks, I call it, but it's not. It's just like the ends. You can get them for like $1 or something. And that's how we try different cheeses, because that's affordable and it's a great way for us to try a variety of things. And my son's like, do you have a grater I can use? I want to grate this one over the pasta. It was a hard goat cheese. Don't remember the type it was. I was like, no, I don't know where the grater is, but give it to me. I'll just slice it, grate it, you know? So we did that over it, and I added a pinch of salt to mine. Oh, so good. So good. So delish. Could have used a little bit of red pepper flakes, too. That might be the other thing I would add in the future. Okay, let's get to decorating these. Oh my gosh, I'm getting myself hungry. So I'm going to glue these pockets together. I'm just going to add a little bead of glue. I tell people I'm a foodie. I don't think they understand the depths of my foodiness. I'm going to add a little bit of glue just to the seam. So I'm making my chicken soup right now. And when I cooked it, I cooked my chicken with oranges, apples, and onions that I put in it. It's the same way I cooked my turkey. And I did fresh herbs and everything. So I had to sort of scoop all that out because I cooked it in my larger, deeper Dutch oven. So cleaned up the chicken a little bit, cleaned up the pot a lot, put in fresh onions to sort of flavor the soup, and I cooked it with fresh herbs anyways, so those are in there. This project might be taking longer than I thought because I'm yakking away about food. But this pasta recipe, like I've made pasta from scratch. I know how to make pasta from scratch. It takes a while, you know? I've made all different types of pastas. This was the easiest pasta I've ever made in my life. Shocked. Shocked. So I have these stickers that I want to use today in this fun new box. So yeah, if you're going to give something a try, I highly recommend that pasta sauce. Have you tried it yourself already? If you have, let me know, because I'm just incredibly impressed by how flavorful it was. Now, I did use the herbed goat cheese, which I'm sure, you know, added a something. We're going heavy on stickers here. Let's see. I had, oh, goodness. Looking from my book page. This is the one we colored last week or whatever it was. And it has watercolor on it. So if you didn't see that video, go check that out. Clean this edge up right here a little bit. This one's always a little trickier to do the edging. So making my soup, my son is really sick of soups. He's like so sick of soups. So I'll make him something else for dinner. He's been working late. He's been working until like 7:30, 8 o'clock. And then like in a week or so, he's going to be working until 9 o'clock. Which is when Whole Foods closes. I need to get my water. Hold on. Woo. You know, 1 minute my throat's really good. And the next minute I'm straining to talk. I like some of the numbers and stuff to show, so I don't want to cover that. But these are washi stickers. The numbers still slightly show through that. Come on, sticker. So I've been watching, I like to watch the cooking people as well as the crafting people. It's all creative. That's what I like. So this morning I was watching the people doing easy candy recipes. It can be difficult to do gluten-free, dairy-free candy. There are not a lot of options for dairy-free. There's dairy-free chocolate, and there's two companies that I know of that do dairy-free white chocolate. There's nobody that does, like, that I know of at least, the dairy-free, like, little caramel chocolates, like the caramel chips. Can't get any of the flavored ones. Nothing. None of that. I have to do it all myself, which is fine. I'm capable. But I'm just saying it's harder. It's much harder. So a lot of these recipes, like, some of it I can't do. Like, you know, those melt wafer things that you can get that people used to make, like the chocolate lollipops. Can't eat that. There's dairy in that. Don't know why my glue is acting up, but whatever. So I have to pick and choose from these recipes. And a lot of the, you know, things they put in it, I can't eat it. I do not know where my pin went again. Here I am trying to focus on not losing my pin. This is the second pin I would have lost in like 2 days. So I'm picking and choosing what candy. Oh, there's my pen right there. So anyways, and my son was watching some of it with me because he was oh so thrilled. I'm like, do you think you want that? Do you want that for Thanksgiving? No. Do you want that for Christmas? No. So what it comes down to is I'm going to make what I want, and I'm going to make what I want to eat, and you can either have it or not. I don't care. That's how it's going to be. You know, I'm happy to make, like, if there's like a special, like he likes fudge. He really enjoys fudge. I'm happy to make like a special fudge for him or something like that. My mom is diabetic, but she eats some in moderation. You know, it's all about moderation with diabetes. And, you know, having like a protein with it or something, you know. So if I'm going to make some chocolates, I'd probably put like nuts in it. So it's sort of a little easier for her body to tolerate it. So we have that so far. And I think we need some people. I think these are all the sitting ones. I don't know. I kind of wanted some little girls. That's a sitting girl. That's a standing. Kind of like them. Kind of like her, too. All right. Both of these are sitting. I have some tickets over here. Some tickets. Where's my... Yep. So I can smell my soup cooking, and it smells delish. I'll probably do rice in it. I like chicken and rice. He likes the pasta ones, my son, but gluten-free pasta does not save well. It turns to crap. It turns to mush. I am not a fan. To make like a pasta salad, it's terrible. I'll do maybe 1, 2 a year tops, but with the understanding that I'm eating it like right away. There. All right, let me get... Where did I put it? My tray of stickers that I just had. Oh, it's right here in front of me. All right, my tray of stickers. No, I don't want those. We'll do these. Maybe do some more on the inside. These are my green ones. Now don't forget, not everything has to go straight across. You can turn things to go up the side. I feel like I need something right here now. Yeah. Oh, postage. Yeah, let's do some postage. Yeah, I said I liked those numbers there, and I'm almost covering them all up. Oh, almost did that upside down. All right. I did 4, which is not normally what I do, but that is okay. Now, I want to decorate the inside. Let me move my water. Here's some different postage. No, I'm not going to get too fancy with decorating the inside. I do want to put some stuff here. Let me roll this up. Oh, there's the color right here. And let's stencil a little bit of color here. I don't know if I have any on this sponge. Let's find out. Very pale. Let's do another color. I'm not even going to line it up because it was so pale. Let's see. Is that one showing up better? Yes. Still pale, but it's there. I don't feel like re-inking it. see. Oh, it's a different type of postage. I have a ton of postage ones. I like postage ones. I want to add some of these stickers. I like that one. Yeah, I'm going to keep this sort of on the simpler side. Then I want to see if these fit. Yes, they do fit. Now I'm going to do a part 2 video where we're going to decorate the tags. We're not going to decorate those for this video because I will run out of time. Oh, did I pick the right amount? Oh, I did. Look at that. All right, let's continue to decorate the inside of this. And part 2 won't be tomorrow, it will be the next day. Just so you know, tomorrow is the day that I do my my video on the weekly psychic predictions. And woo, is there a lot going on that's keeping me? Keeping me talking about stuff. Plenty to talk about. Let's decorate that right there. So if you haven't seen my weekly psychic predictions, every Sunday I post that. And it's a combination of intuitive messages and messages with cards, guides, angels. Everybody steps in. I don't necessarily say they're all stepping in, but they do. I just give the messages. Last week was spicy. I was like, okay, let's go with it. But it was applicable. I don't know, tomorrow's might be spicy too. You know, I have all these stickers. Whoops. Let's use them. Oh, it's crooked. Oh, well. Oh, it's crooked too. They're all crooked. So 6 days a week I do craft videos ish. I'm going to start doing more of my crystal grid videos because I really like making crystal grids. I have some on my channel from before, so if you haven't seen that, go check that out. It's something that's a little bit different. You know what, let me hold this off until I do that other flowery sticker. Do this flower. So I have a lot of varied interests, and I include many of them on my channel. As we all do. We all have varied interests. All right, let me put these back in my Totally Cool box. There we go. Let's see. All of these need to have more ink added to them, but not this one actually. There. Let's do some on this. That's where I need stuff. There, that's like a little bit of something. A little bit of something there and there. Let's add a little bit here. Yeah, I like that. You just added a little bit. Now, I didn't do anything on the backs. I don't think I'm really gonna do too much. I don't know if I'm gonna glue this in a journal, put it behind a belly band, you know, that type of stuff. A little bit there. Do a little bit there too. There. All right, we're going to add more here. I know, well, there's the green one there. That's all right, we'll add a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. And let's do some on these pockets. There's more down there. There you go. I like that. There's that. There's that one. There's that. You know what these need? They need some whale tails. I have been making these things. Let's use them. Yeah, I'm going to have to cover up that number. Okay, that's all right. That looks pretty there. Okay. Since I have the tickets in the pockets, I just need to make sure I'm not snagging the ticket at the same time. There. It's a little something. This one a little bit more green. Yeah, let's do that. See how easy it is when you have these things already made. Love it. There. These are cute. All right, let me show you what we got. Come back for part 2. We're going to decorate some tags. And we got 2 done in 45 minutes. I'm good with that. Wow, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you got some recipe ideas. I hope you got some crafting ideas. Thanks so much for the wonderful messages. Lots of people are messaging me, telling me to feel better. I am working on it. Let me tell you. I am trying my darndest. Oops. Oh, I was going to add this. Oh, yeah, thanks. Haven't used this in a while. Scissors. Where are my scissors? Oh, here they are. Almost done. I just wanted a little bit of bling. I pulled it out to use it. Yeah, definitely like that. Except it's not sticking, but it will. Oh, goodness, other piece. A little crooked. That's how you know it's handmade. There. I like a little bit of the bling. All right. Now I'm good. Now I'm done. Although, should we add some word stickers? You know what? We're not done. Sorry. Yeah. This is too long. Oh, let's do that. Live each day with grace and authenticity. We're just going to go right over all the stickers. Look at that. Love it. Be open to whatever comes next. There. Okay. Now I'm going to walk away. Now Now I'm gonna be done. This is typical crafter. You think you're done, and then you're like, oh, let's add this, let's add this, let's add this. Yeah. Do you do that too? All right. We are done. Thank you so much for tuning in. Check out my website, www.elementalenergieswithchristiane.com. Like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Please pass it on. I need to get my numbers way up. Thanks so much for tuning in. Take care and be free.